This is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel, and today I'm going to make a hot and spicy meatloaf. I've been wanting one so bad, and I don't know why, but I've just got to the point that I like my meatloaf spicy. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to bring y'all along step by step, and the first thing I'm going to do is remember the hamburger bun pizzas that I made the other night, and I saved the middle of the hamburger buns. Well, I'm going to put some of this in this bowl and break it up. And then I'm going to pour milk over it and just let it sit here. And this is going to be the binder for my meatloaf. So I'm going to put right much in here because I've got 2 pounds of ground beef that, ground beef from Zaycon that I'm going to use. This is Zaycon Farm Fresh Meats. It's their ground beef, and I'm going to use that. So I'm going to cover this up with milk and just let this sit here and absorb the milk, and I'll bring you back when I get to the next step. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so I've got my 2 pounds of ground beef in here in this bowl, along with 2 eggs. I don't think, yeah, there you go. 2 eggs. And then on here, on my cutting board, I've got 1 medium onion and 1 green bell pepper. That's all going in here with this ground beef. Alright. And then the next thing I have is I have drained a can of, this is Rotel, but it's Great Value, Walmart's version of Rotel. And I've drained it so that it's just the veggies in there. And I'm going to put that in here. And I've got my gloves on because I know I'm going to have to go in here and mix this up in a minute. So I've got that in here. I mean, on my hands. Alright, and now this bread. What I'm going to do with this bread is, I don't know if y'all can see. Hopefully you can. I'm just going to take my hands in here and mash this together and get all that milk out of it. Let me get a paper towel and wipe my hands off. Alright. Now, the next thing I'm going to put in here is ketchup. Now I'm going to go on and use Sriracha. I'm using Sriracha because remember, I want that heat in here. I want the spiciness in here. So I'm going to put 1/3 of a cup, and I haven't even opened it yet. That's good. I thought I opened it a long time ago. Alright, there you go. Alright, now I'm going to put 1/3 of a cup of Sriracha in here. And then I'm going to put 2/3 of a cup of ketchup in here. Two-thirds of a cup of ketchup. And I've got to go get my casserole dish that I'm going to put this in, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got my casserole dish over here. I've got my teaspoon to... I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of coarse ground black pepper. And remember, there's no salt in here. So I'm going to put in about 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. Alright, there's 1. And then there's 1/2. And that's going in. I'm going to take this spoon out of here. And I'm going to get in here with my hands and mix this up. And you kind of want to do like going around like this. You don't want to just get in and mash it all together. You want to just use your fingers like claws and mash it and mix it all up. And do it like that. And that's the best way. And I've got to get those eggs mixed up in here too. So I'm just using my fingers like claws and coming along, going around, turning the bowl around, scooping up the stuff and pushing it down in here. And then I've got my oven preheated to 375 now. And I'm going to put this in a casserole dish. It's really too big to put in a meatloaf pan. So I'm going to put it in a casserole dish and put the lid on the casserole dish and let it cook covered for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. And then I'll take the lid off and let it cook for 15 more minutes. And that'll be 1.5 hours. And that should be more than enough time for this. So I'm going to get off here, finish mixing this together. But like I said, this is what you do. See how I'm doing my fingers? You just do like, use them like little claws, I guess, and mix it up. And I will bring you back when this gets done. Okay, I wanted to bring you back real fast and show you. This is what it looks like in the casserole dish. And I'm going to go on, since I like a lot of ketchup or whatever on here, I'm going to go on and use the rest of this ketchup on the top. And rub it out on there. Just that way I can get rid of this bottle of ketchup. And so I wanted to show you that. And like I said, I'll bring you back when it gets done. Okay, I wanted to show you what I'm doing. I've got the biggest, the largest Copper Chef. Wait a minute. Let me get has water on it. The biggest, largest Copper Chef pot. This is the 11-inch. And it's way bigger than my regular round pot that I would put on here. So what I'm doing while the meatloaf is in the oven is I'm boiling some red potatoes and a head of cabbage in here. And this is the first time I've used this Copper Chef pot, and I really like it. It works on my new wave, and it seems like it's going to be an awesome pot because it's definitely bigger than the round pot that I would usually put on here. And so I had gone on and got this, and this is the large Copper Chef, and it comes with the fry basket and the steamer. And this is one of my new items that I got after Christmas. I got some things that I wanted, and I got the New Wave Brio air fryer, and I got a Cool Daddy fryer also, but I haven't even opened it yet. I think I'm gonna send it back because I've got to get my blood sugars down, and that is not going to help my blood sugars to be frying food. So my my refrigerator is absolutely full of fresh vegetables, and I'm going to be showing y'all things that I'm cooking. But today, I mean, with this, I just put a head of cabbage and I cut up some red potatoes, and I put a half of a box of chicken stock in here, and a little bit of margarine and salt and pepper, and that's what I'm boiling these in. And so when everything gets ready, I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, I think that I may have put a little bit too much sriracha in here. I tasted this meatloaf. I just tasted a little bite of it, and it seems pretty hot. I put 1/3 of a cup of it in there. Maybe I should have just put like 1/4 of a cup. But here it is. I'm going to go on and taste a big bite of it and see how bad it's... I want it spicy. I don't know if I wanted it quite as spicy as that little bite that I took was, but we're going to see. It's spicy. It's definitely spicy. I'm going to have to put some ketchup on it to cut that spice. It's still good. I do think, though, that it probably only needs like 1/4 of a cup of the sriracha if you want it to be spicy. Because this is a little bit spicy for me. And here's my potatoes and my cabbage from the copper chef pot. It's so hot. Alright. So, like I said, this is really hot. So, I only put like 1/4 of a cup. If you don't want any spice in there, then don't put the sriracha in there. But if you want a little bit of spice, I'd put just 1/4 of a cup in there, in the 2 pounds of ground beef. And if you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Below there will be links where you can buy the Copper Chef pot, and other numerous things. You'll have my my link to my Facebook, my Twitter, and Zaycon Farm Fresh Meats, where I got this ground beef from. And this is awful good ground beef. It's really good. So, you have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.